We got some ingredients here. Just got this in the mail today, early this morning, and I've been had this rocket stove right here. Now I'm missing one of the top pieces that holds a pan, but we'll try to make do regardless. All right, let's move this over here a little bit. All right, I got enough dry wood so we can get the job done. Got some paper to start with. I have this special lighter. Okay, this is a plasma lighter. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get this fire started with the plasma lighter. But we testing this new tent stove that I got, and I got this old rocket stove that it's okay. It got the job done. I can feed it wood. It does its job. It's really solid, but it's not really a rocket stove. It's just a stove that looks like how a lot of the rocket stoves are made. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna unbox this one, put this to the side. We're gonna unbox this right here. Just got this today. This one on Amazon. This one right here. Anybody seen this one? This one is, the brand is Yrens. If anybody's seen this one, I don't know if anybody's seen this one. Yrens tent stove. Okay. Yrens. I don't know, but we're gonna test it out. We're gonna see how good this thing is. All right, let's put it together. Shouldn't be a whole lot to it. Let's see what we got here. Open up the door. Taking out the foam here. Okay, we got the top plate. All right. Let's put this stuff here. Put this stuff up. And this should be a good little experiment right here. All right. Hope y'all having a good weekend. All right. So we're gonna put these top plates down. These little side holders right there. I guess they can be used for whatever sitting the pots or pans on. This little top plate. It's a pretty solid top plate. I got no complaints here. Okay. Let's see what we talking about. Okay, Speculum Richie, man, what's going on? All right, good afternoon. How you doing? All right, good afternoon. I was looking at Temu. Yeah, I mean, this one's not bad. I got this one on Amazon. I think they say Temu has the same ones or very similar. It's a Chinese-made product, man. I'll just be completely honest here. But, you know, it's in a price range, and if it works, it works. But let's take out this flue here. We got 2 pipes. We have these gloves. It comes with these, supposed to be heat resistant gloves, but it doesn't feel like it. Maybe it is, but we're gonna see. But we're gonna try to stay out of harm's way regardless. 3rd pipe. All right. That's 5 pipes to the flue. 7 pipes. Okay. So we got 7 pipes to the flue here. We got a little handle here to take on and off this little piece. It's supposed to help or aid with it. Maybe, you know. So I'm gonna cook a few things actually. I got some turkey burgers here. I have some green beans. So I'm gonna saute a few things. I'm gonna make some burgers and see how good this thing cooks. So we're gonna actually test it out. We're not just gonna burn a fire just for the sake of burning a fire. We're gonna see how well can this thing actually cook something. All right. I want to see where this thing can actually. Okay, so let's put the feet down. I'm trying to see where this rack actually holds something, because it's supposed to be able to hold the logs up. It's not looking like it. Looks like it just sits on the bottom here. And the version that I got here and the directions, it says it's supposed to. It says they change the configuration of this. You know, when they're the appearance. It says, note, the specifications of this product are subject to change due to the upgrading of the product, and the appearance may change without prior notice. So I've seen some people that have different versions of it. You know, this one is black. When I ordered it online, it was showing that this was like a stainless steel color, and this is black. So I guess it is what it is. All right, I just want to make sure I see how to open some of this stuff. How this vent opens. Okay, so let's make sure I can open and close this vent good. All right, we got the airflow vent. That's cool. The little handle right here. So this is good. So we got a little metal separation where this piece right here shouldn't get too hot. So when we're trying to open and close the door, we go to close the door, and all we gotta do is just drag this piece down to lock it into place. Now let's see if we can get on some solid ground here. All right, might have to adjust the legs. Okay, a little bit more solid. So I'm on my driveway. I just kind of, all right, that's more solid right there. Okay, let's see if we can keep it like that. So let's look at these pieces right here. We got the flue. We got this piece right here is gonna go on the bottom, and it's gonna screw onto that piece right there. We got the spark arrestor right here. And like I was just saying a little while ago, we are actually going to test this out by cooking something on it. So this is not just going to be theory right here. We're actually going to cook some turkey burgers. Oh, let's put this down. All right. Now let's go through the directions one by one. We got everything: fume furnace, or the furnace body, smoke tubes, dome piece. All right, smoke pipe, joint flange, the hook, glass ceramic. All right, we got our glass piece on there. Got gloves, adjustable smoke pipe. Do we have the adjustable smoke pipe? We got that right here. And then the spark arrestor, we got that right here. So we have our accessory list. So some of these products, when we order them, they don't come with the right directions, or something's missing. So right now, everything is here, and we're going to get busy. All right. First thing, let's go through it. All right. Because I just want you, if anybody's planning on thinking about ordering something like this, is it efficient to cook with? And what's it like? How does it work? How easy is it to put together? So far, take out chimney connector. All right. Remove the screws on the furnace body. All right. Connect the chimney connector to the furnace body. Tighten screws evenly. If applied evenly, smoke may leak. Oh, unevenly. Pardon me. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Let's put the screws on. And we got an Allen key here. So we shouldn't need anything. This should be fairly quick. Let's line this up. Now I'll let y'all know. If something don't go right, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm not being paid. I didn't get this for free. I paid for this with my own money. Okay. I just wanted to try this out. And I didn't get the expensive one. I could have. I plan on getting an expensive wood burning stove for the in the house. You know, the one that's going to cost maybe about $5,000 or so. That one's going to go in the house. We're going to heat the home with it. I don't know if y'all can see the wood behind me, but this has become one of my new missions, to be able to heat the home for free and eat by cooking with fuel that I got for free. You know, I might put in a little bit of sweat equity to get it to where it's at, but man, I want to possess the ability to be able to source fuel, source firewood, you know, be able to heat the home on a budget or for free. I don't mind putting in the elbow grease, the sweat equity, to be able to heat the home for free or for very little cost. I just don't want to be beholden to the energy companies. regulations and such. Okay, so they gave us an extra screw. Okay, in case in case maybe one doesn't fit or you lose one, they give one extra screw, one extra Allen screw here. I'm gonna put this third one on here, and then we're gonna put this one here. And from what I've been seeing, people are saying you want to burn off whatever grease or anything from the factory that might burn off. So we're going to put our wood in and we're going to burn that off first in our first burn. And while that's burning, while we get that started, while that's burning, we're going to get this right here. We're going to get the rocket stove going. So we're going to get this one going first. Let's get the flue up. Okay, let's finish following the directions here. And we halfway through the directions already. Second step, spread all 4 legs. I already spread the legs. Third step, assemble the chimney pipes. Okay. Next steps, the ignition, add wood, disposal of ash, adjustment of firepower. Okay. All right. So assemble chimney pieces. That should be fairly simple, right? These are all pretty much the same configuration. We're going to see how high it goes too. Okay. So far, so good, right? Let's get it. We might have to adjust this piece right here. Yeah, we might have to adjust this piece because this one right here on the flue, this one isn't really adjusting too well. So I might have to get the wrench to really adjust that piece in there. Man, yeah, that piece might need to be adjusted because we're not going to get good airflow. So right now, this piece is loose. The way it comes, this piece is loose. So I could turn this and it's not doing anything. We need that to do something. All right, it's not tight enough to that one piece right there. So we're going to take our Allen key. Hopefully that Allen key fits in there for that piece. Fix that. We need that to be right. Oh no, it might not be the right size Allen piece for that one. Come on now. If it isn't, if this don't go right, we're just gonna run the flue fully open, and we're not gonna have any adjustment on that. It is what it is. No, they don't send the right Allen key to adjust this one piece. So if you order this one, just know that you're gonna have to get your own Allen set to adjust this piece right here because this is not tightened. This piece right here is not tightened. Okay. So it's not tightened to this right here, so it's not doing anything. So you're going to need your own Allen key to adjust that one. I don't want to hold y'all up. I have an Allen key set, but I don't want to hold y'all up for this. So we're going to run the flue without this piece right here. All right, let's finish putting our stack together. So we're essentially running a short stack. It's okay. We're just going to probably burn really hot and the wood's just going to burn quicker, but it's okay. I brought plenty of wood. We should be okay. Okay. Let me make sure y'all can see that full stack. Y'all got the full stack in view. All right. Despite, let's see, what are we talking about? Despite child labor, more or less, I am curious myself. I would like to purchase a cabin tent this year. Okay, so I'm going to come outside tomorrow. I just ordered a tent. Not a tent. I have a tent. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring out my tent tomorrow. I just ordered a tent jack for this, the stove jack. I just ordered a stove jack for my tent. My tent doesn't have a stove jack, so I'm going to attach my stove jack that I just ordered that's supposed to come today. I'm going to order the stove jack. I'm going to attach the stove jack for the one I just ordered to my tent, and then tomorrow I'm going to run this tent stove inside the tent and see how it works with the stove jack attached, and hopefully we're not getting much smoke coming into the tent. You know, I didn't order a carbon monoxide detector yet, so I'm definitely going to need one of those, but I'm going to keep the tent ventilated and we're going to run that tomorrow. So I think where I live, we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. So regardless, I'm going to film. We're going to be in the tent, and I'll cook inside the tent. I'm going to keep it ventilated, and we're going to see how good this thing works inside the tent. Today, we're just going to run it, see it burn off any factory grease or anything from the factory, and then I'm going to cook on it. So whether I got to take this piece off or not, we're going to cook on it. So let's get this started, and I'm going to adjust this piece tonight so that this piece works. So we're going to adjust the flue later on, but let's get it going. Let's get this fire started. And while that's burning off, whatever's burning off, I'm going to work on that rocket stove. So I got plenty of firewood here. All right. We got plenty of dry pieces, little pieces, small pieces. I got bigger logs. And then I even have a pack of stuff that I bought just for an example for a video to show, you know, we have some kindling per se. All right. And it's just dry wood, quick burning stuff. Should get the fire started real easy. All right. Flue is up and running. Put our Allen key away and let's get going. All right. And like I said, I'm using a plasma lighter. I have one of these longer. I bought a little lighter from the dollar store, so I got one of these, but I got this plasma lighter. That's what I've been rocking with, and it's been working. This is made by True. It's a True plasma lighter, and it's been lighting stuff for me. So I'll use this as my backup if I need to. But we're gonna get this started. Okay, so let's open our stove here, and let's get some pieces. Let's see how we're gonna stack this. And this is pretty much like a 14-inch stove. So I can't stick your 16-inch logs in there. It's not going to fit. Okay. So, oh shit. All right. I'm gonna stick a few pieces of this in there. And I'm not no Boy Scout, so I'm putting stuff in there best way I know how. But this is paper, just regular brown paper, no plastic on there. And then we're just gonna start stacking a few pieces of wood every which way. Make sure we got some good airflow. Okay. And then once this really starts going, then I got some bigger pieces that I'll kind of stack in there. But I just want to make sure the fire gets started good. And like I said, today I'm really just looking to see that this works. All right. And then we're going to, tomorrow, we're going to use this inside the tent. But today, we're going to cook with it still today. Look at that. This is our plasma lighter. Look at that. We got that lit with that plasma lighter there. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit in there. Hopefully y'all can see that. Okay. It's going. You see the smoke coming from there. And I'm just going to keep stacking this while that gets going there. All right, it's lit. The paper's lit. Let's get some wood stacked right over the top of that there. The smoke is going. So right now, I don't like that the back piece is on an angle. All right, so the top is elevated. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find maybe like 2 bricks so we can kind of elevate the back part of the flue so we're not getting the smoke coming, wanting to come out the front part. I mean, once the flue heats up, it should go through the flue, But right now, it's not level. It's not level with ground because the end of my driveway is on a slope right here. So we're going to get some smoke coming out the front. You know, that's to be expected right now. But I want to change the elevation a little bit. But I just want to make sure we get this fire going. I'm gonna light these other papers here. You know, if anybody got experience with plasma lighters, let me know. Okay. Looks like some of the wood is starting to catch. It's a good sign. Nice. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that in there. All right. So while that's lit right there, yeah, that wood is starting to get lit. That's a good sign right there. All right. So this is my plasma lighter. This is the plasma lighter we're running right there. The true plasma lighter. And I just charge it. You know, it's just rechargeable. So I don't gotta keep buying fuel. Just recharge it. And this works good. As you can see, we got the fire lit right there. The wood is finally lit, and we're getting a little. Yeah, you can see the smoke out the flue a little bit right there. All right. So now we're gonna get this. Maybe too much wind in there. Hold up. Maybe too much wind. Get ready to close that firebox there. Yeah, let's close that up a little bit. Get too much wind there. Okay. All right. Now we're cooking with oil right here. Okay. Now let's get this rocket stove up and running. Let me see. It's a good view on this angle. Okay. Yeah, that's a good angle right there. I like that one right there. Okay. Y'all see that? Y'all see that thing going, right? All right. That's what we're talking about. Boy Scout is crazy. All right. How much was the rocket stove? The rocket stove, man, when I bought it, man, this thing was like maybe like $115, man. But this is not really a rocket stove. It looks like one, it's designed like one, but it doesn't operate like one. All right. Elevated, yeah. I'm gonna go elevated. Pipe is smoking. Yes. All right. So right now we're burning off the stuff from the manufacturer right now. All right. We're burning paper. We're burning stuff from the manufacturer, and some of the stuff might not be 100% fully dry. I didn't put a tester on there. I didn't put a moisture tester on there, but oh yeah, we got a nice fire going. So let's keep stacking some more wood in there. Okay. Put some nice pieces in there, and we're not cooking yet. I want to burn the stuff off from the manufacturer. Let's put a nice amount of wood in there. Let this thing do what it wants to do. Okay. And I'm gonna keep feeding the fire. But let's get this rocket stove going. And like I said, this one right here, I already burned this, I already cooked on this, and we don't necessarily need to burn anything off from the manufacturer here. So let's feed this one. This one, let's feed it these little uniform sticks right here. That's what we're gonna do with this one. All right, let's get some paper. I'll check on the fire in there, make sure that fire is still going. Okay, we might need to add some more paper in there for this one. We're doing good. We were doing good. So make sure we get a nice amount of wood lit there. Maybe I stacked it too heavy too fast. I mean, it's lit under there right now. Okay, we're doing good. Let's open that vent up all the way. Okay, we're back in business. Okay, so let's stack this up right here. And we're gonna see how much of a rocket stove is this piece actually right here. Now I'll show you this from the side. Let me show you different angles of this piece right here. Okay, so this one, like I said, it's designed like a rocket stove. It just don't run like one. That's the problem. All right, if y'all seen this one online, now I don't know the name of it. I ordered this. I had this for maybe like 3 years now. I cooked on it a few times, but it just don't burn super hot, you know. And I lost one of the pieces right here, one of these pieces. So I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna cut another piece out of some sheet metal. I'm gonna add another piece. So a pot or pan on there is kind of wobbly. But yeah, we're gonna start burning on this one right here. We're gonna cook too. We cooking today. So we're gonna compare these two. This one don't run good because it's not a rocket stove. It cooks. You can cook on it, but it's not a rocket stove. I just want to kind of qualify that. They advertise it as a rocket stove. It just don't burn like one. That's the thing. Okay. So maybe not stack so many at first. I'll stack a couple and then I'm gonna keep feeding it. Let's get some paper in there. And this one's going now. That one's kind of like really going. Yeah, we're good in there. So let's get this one going. And we're using a plasma lighter today. Everything that I got started right now is off the plasma lighter. If the plasma lighter die out, then I'm gonna use the little dollar store little lighter here I got as backup. We got that lit right there. Let's see if this dry wood will catch without smothering it. All right, that piece looked like it caught. Let's run it. And this looks like pine, man. I don't know if it really says. This one don't say what kind of firewood it is, but it looks like pine. This is a kindling wood. All right, it's burning though. It's cooking, and it's like it's really like a perfect size for this stove right here. Let's not smother it out. Let's see if we start to close this. Just want to make sure we fully lit before I close that up. And we're running full ventilation right now at the bottom here. They're producing a lot of smoke, man. All right. For dry firewood, I paid for this one. It's going though. All right, let's check on this one. This one's running hot right there. But you know what? I smell that one. This one right here, his tent stove. I smell like the chemicals burning off. So like it's right now it's hot enough to start cooking on. There's plenty of heat coming off of there. And I can also remove this little cap right here to burn over open fire. But I smell chemicals coming off of this. So it's good that I'm running this not in my tent. Okay. This rocket stove. Yeah. On this thing, get ready to close the little flap right here. So we can start running the heat on the inside here. And we're going to see how much of a rocket stove this thing actually is, right? So now the flame and the heat should be coming up through here. Now, a true rocket stove, that flame should start shooting up through there, especially if you're running like wood like pine and runs real hot, burns hot. And I've noticed, and I smell the chemicals coming off of here. I smell it. Okay, so it's good that we're burning that off. You know, other people that have had this stove, I watched a couple of their videos. People are saying like give it like a half hour to an hour to burn off those chemicals. So that's what we're doing. This rocket stove right here, we're gonna start cooking with this one. All right. Let's see how we looking. Let's use this little piece right here because this little handle piece gets super hot. So I don't want to keep touching that one. But yeah, we just starting to really get lit. It's doing good though. Plenty of oxygen. Okay. Let's see what we're talking about. We got stuff going. It's lit. Both of them are lit. Let's see what we're talking about. Okay. Let's see. Have you seen the Chasing Smoke rocket grill? No, I haven't seen that one. Or even the Hauler grill. Check them out. Good stuff. Okay, we'll do. All right, I use 4 number 5 cans taste with side vent hole. Okay. I use 4 number 5 cans. I don't know what number 5 can is. I think it's the Theory and a name brand too. Okay. All right, got you. I'll have to check that out. All right, but now this one is running real good. I'm gonna start feeding this some more pieces in there and some nice sized pieces. So let's open up this right here. And that thing is burning hot. We got coals in there. We're doing real good in there. Let's see if this one will fit. Nice. And we want to burn off whatever from that manufacturer. Get that up out of there. So far, all these pieces are fitting in there. All right, I ain't cut them too crazy. I want to get some nice size chunks in there so we get a nice long burn. Okay, let's close that up. Now I can get another few pieces in there. Let's see if this one fits. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, let's check on this rocket stove here. Maybe we need some more oxygen in there. We ain't getting a full burn yet. Not yet. Well, we see plenty of smoke coming out that stack though. Luckily, it's a high stack and I'm not having to breathe that in. But yeah, now we got to burn all that stuff from the manufacturer. Some of that stuff is not 100% dry. But we burning in both of them though. You know, everything in these bins may not be that 20% or less. It's close enough. Like everything feels like super light, super dry, but I didn't put a moisture tester on there. I'm not burning fresh. This is burning over here. Maybe we need some more oxygen. It's probably what I need. That pine there, right? Look like it's doing a little bit better. It's getting more oxygen. I think I was kind of stacking it too heavy at first. Those things stack all crazy. They stack really tight because they're all square, so it's not getting good airflow. That's probably what it was. Let's see if we can run out the top now. Not getting much heat up the top yet. Not yet. We'll give it some time. Let's let it cook. Let's let it cook. Let's give it some time here. Rocket stove versus the tent stove. Both from Amazon. Both were under 150 bucks. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we running budget stoves here. Budget stoves. All right. This is running good in here. Everything going smooth. I'm just gonna let this continue to do what it does. We trying to burn off all the stuff from the manufacturer. Just open up that vent some more. And we're not running a damper right now. The damper is not tight. So it didn't come tight, so it is what it is. Let's try to close this up. Our wood is lit. Let's see if we can run out the top here. Push some of those flames, some of that heat the other way. And we still getting smoke out this end here. I'll put a little pressure right here. Now we're starting to get more of that smoke on the other end. See if the oxygen flows that way. See if we get a draft up here. See if we get most of it drafting up there. A little bit. See a little flame starting to come this way. Come on now. Yep. So from my experience, once I start seeing more of these flames coming up this way, right now I don't see much. I see a little light here and there, and I'm starting to see some. But once the flames start coming up this way, then I'm going to start stacking it from here. It'll become more of like a rocket stove when I start stacking it from this way. Oh, too much damn smoke. Smoking up the neighborhood, right? I live right around the corner from a firehouse. They don't like this. They can smell it from right around the corner. They don't like that. All right, we moving. We getting somewhere. All right, y'all see that tent? That tent stove is working though. That tent stove is working. Whew. Now we starting to get, and I still smell the chemicals a bit from that tent stove. We burning that off. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, but now I'm starting to see more flames come from right here. We starting to get a little bit more heat. I can start to feel some of the heat from right here. All right. Once those flames start kicking up right here, then we're gonna stack some wood right here, and we're gonna see if this turns more into a rocket stove if I stack the wood here. I shouldn't have to, because my pan is gonna go right here. All right, and that's what makes it problematic, because you're gonna have to keep lifting up the pan and feeding the wood right here, because it don't want to operate as a rocket stove from down here. So I'm not mad at the person for trying. It's a design flaw. This one, maybe maybe it's too much airflow. I don't know. But this is a really wide hole. I got the bigger version of when I ordered this, because I had the option of getting a smaller one or the bigger one. I opted for the bigger one, and yeah, maybe it's too much. And I'm trying to keep this lid down right now. If the lid stays down more, it forces the wind to push it this way, forces that draft up here. Now I'm starting to see constant active flame now. Okay, good. Okay. A little bit more flame, and I'll start feeding this way. But I gotta kind of keep pressure on this right here. I don't know, maybe so I see, like, watch this. So I'll push this down, and you don't see smoke coming from right here. As soon as I let it go, you start to see smoke coming from right here. So we're getting too much airflow coming from it. You see that? You see all that smoke coming from right here? Yeah, that's not what I want. As soon as I push that down and kind of keep that closed, then more of that flame comes up this way like we need it to. So that's problematic. I don't know. Maybe I need to try to adjust something, figure something out with this. Maybe I can maybe I can tie some weights on here, fasten some weights on here to keep this, some more pressure down on this when I need it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fasten some metal and make it weighted to keep this door closed like it needs to be. If y'all got a suggestion, man, I'm all ears. But there's still plenty of wood in there. I see that fire working its way up back here. It's just taking its time. But that firebox right there, that tent stove is working. That tent stove is working. Okay. Okay. We still burning. Let's check the firebox. That tent stove, man, that tent stove is cooking. And I got food out here. I'm waiting to get this food started, really. Oh, yeah, we doing good in there. That thing is burning. We are flowing in there. Whoo-wee. I can see from now on, I'm going to be operating with this tent stove. I can see I'm not going to be using that rocket stove, man. Maybe as like on a backup, like an ancillary. Like if I'm trying to saute something and I don't need super high heat, or like I'm just trying to lightly cook something, then I'll maybe use the rocket stove on the side. But as far as the primary, or I need something hotter, I'm definitely going to use this tent stove. Oof. Yes, it's no comparison right now with this firebox. And I'm able to put more wood in here, and it keeps that heat trapped in there. Yeah, big difference. Big difference. Way better. Let's see what else I can fit in there. And like I said, I'm just trying to burn off the stuff from the manufacturer. Let's close this door right here. Nice. Open up these vents a little more. Keep that going. And this thing is slow. This thing is slow making its way. Like it's working. It's working its way, but it's taking its time. I'm gonna put some really light pieces in here, so we start working our way up here. I'm not gonna clog it up too much, but yeah, no, we got to get going. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now. I don't want to do too much. It needs that airflow. I don't want to go too crazy right now. Hey, buddy. Yeah, just got my kids walking by. They waiting on the food, so this wood gotta come on. This wood gotta catch. Told my wife and kids, man, I'm coming outside. I'm gonna cook something on the wood burning stove. So we gotta hold true to that. Let's see. So the wood I stuck up top is hardwood. This other wood is like pine. It's softwood. It's kindling. But yeah, we're gonna stick some of these hardwood pieces in there. When they start to catch, it's getting there. But you see, this one is burning way hotter. And if I want to, I could just throw a pan on here right now. Honestly, let's see. That's what we're gonna do. Because I'm not gonna open a vent and cook, but let's stick this pan on top and just see how hot this one pan gets. Let's see. If it gets hot enough, I'll saute my green beans on here. Let's see what this does with the cap on. I'm not gonna take the cap off though. If it gets hot enough, I'll do it. Let's talk about it. So I got the cast iron on here, and then I got the stainless steel. I don't cook with nothing else but cast iron and stainless steel. We don't do non-stick pans. That's not what I'm into. I don't do non-stick pans. Not anymore. I used to long time ago, but ever since I started learning about cast iron and stainless steel. Hence, right there, cast iron strong. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Cast iron strong. We only cook with cast iron and stainless steel. You hear me? Okay. Man, see, that's what this thing about this rocket stove. Like it's lit, and but it's just not. It's not being a rocket stove right now. Maybe we can get some more airflow in there. Y'all see, we still got flame. We still got flame. It's just not doing a. It's not doing a whole lot. We still got flame. Don't get me wrong. We still got flame. All right. So we just open this up. I gave it a little bit more airflow. Like it's a rocket stove right here. Right here, it's a rocket stove. Let's see if we can light some of this right here. Stick it in the part where we need to be cooking from. Let's see if that stays lit. So some of this hardwood is starting to burn right here now. That's too much. We gotta run smaller pieces. Let's see. Will this fit in there? This will fit. This will fit. If this catches, this will fit. So I want a night. Oh, look. You see the flame shooting out the front of there? Look at that one. Damn. Look at the flame shooting out there. Might close that vent a little bit. All right, this piece might be lit right here. It's lit, but I just wanted to make sure that it stays lit. I mean, that extra airflow is helping, man. But like I said, this rocket stove don't really don't operate like a rocket stove. I'm really a fan of this one right now. Like that one is running good. I like the way that one's running. But we got to change. We still got to change the elevation on that one. Hopefully this piece stays lit right here. We still got to change the elevation on that one. On that right there. I'm gonna let that hardwood finish catching right there. Grab 2 bricks right now. I don't know. Hopefully this is not too much elevation. So I'm going to shoot to lift this up. Hopefully it's not too much elevation, or else I got to find something a little smaller than that. Right. We're going to see. Hopefully. It's a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous. Yeah, that's too dangerous. I ain't going to do that. Yeah. We're going to rock with that for now. I ain't going to try to change the elevation. We're already lit. It is what it is. See if we can close this up a little bit. Push some of that airflow back this way. You see, we still got flames shooting out of there. See if we can close that up some more. See what that does. All right, we're a lot closer to getting flames out the top, but that's because the wood is right here. Okay, but it's all good. I'm gonna keep feeding it. Gotta do what I gotta do. rocket stove, you want to, the rocket stove, a true rocket stove, it would like, and you would hear that airflow. We're not getting any of that. This is just wood burning is just coming up in this direction. This is really not a good design on a rocket stove, but it works for cooking on. If you got no other choice, it works. All right, this hardwood is catching. Let's see. Oh, we getting heat on this one. Oh, we about to start cooking. We getting heat on that one right there. So I'm not going to take that top vent off, but we getting heat on that one. We getting heat. We got action. Yeah, let's let this work. No, it's too much. Put that piece right there. No. We got action. Some of these smaller pieces in there. This hardwood is lit right here now. So I can start adding some of these smaller pieces in there. We're lit. We are lit right here. Okay. But I'm going to have to keep feeding this one. It's definitely lit. Oh yeah. Let's get to work. It's time to get to work. So when this one, let me see. My pan will stay on there with three pieces to hold it. But I want to make sure this fire is good. I don't want to drown out the fire. We still got good airflow? We still got good airflow. Okay. Let's get these green beans going. All right. And it's starting to rain again. But we got heat. We got heat coming off of this right here. Oh, yeah. Got some salt and pepper. Okay. And we're using avocado oil. Oh, yeah. Y'all hear that? I didn't even take off the little lid right there. Oh, yeah. We got action. We got action. Hold up. Let me go get the tongs. Let me grab my tongs. But we got action. Y'all hear that? Yeah, look at that. We might be running too hot for green beans. I don't know. We might burn our green beans. Let's get it started. Open here. All right, let's see. Might be running too hot for green beans. We're gonna keep these moving. Oh, look at that. Y'all see that flame coming out the bottom of there? Look at that one. But you see a flame coming out here. Y'all might want to say, okay, yeah, nah, this is a rocket stove now. But all the wood is right here towards the top, so it's gonna look like that. All right, but it is what it is. It's hot. It looks the part. It's definitely looking the part. I can't lie. It's definitely looking the part right now. Let's keep these moving around. Uh-huh. Ooh, we gotta keep these moving. This pan is so hot. Oh, goodness. Let's take this little stem off of here. Get that stem out of there. We gotta keep these moving, or else these will burn. Look at that. Let's hit this with some salt. All right. Let's get some pepper on there. Goodness. Oh, we are cooking. We are cooking. Can you cook with this? Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at that pan right there. That's actually too hot for burgers. It's actually too hot. Sheesh. We are doing amazing for our green beans right here. Y'all hear that cooking? Y'all hear that? Let's look at our firebox. And now we down to like kind of like coals. Our fire is not raging right now. We closed our airflow a bit, but we're doing good. We're doing real good. Nice, nice, nice. Let's let that cook a minute. Oh, we are super hot for our burgers there. Man, that's a lot of flame. Hopefully that flame died down a little bit. All right. What kind of burgers we doing? We doing turkey burgers today. We are doing turkey burger. Okay. Man, look at that flame. Let me see. Y'all, I don't know if y'all seeing that flame like I'm seeing that flame. Y'all see that flame under there? Okay. Let's see. What we talking about? Let's see. The law of connection should be directing it up that center square pipe. Okay. What's cooking? We cooking turkey burgers. We cooking green beans. All right. That's a lunch. This lunch for me. I know it's a little late, but depending on where you at. But we doing lunch. We doing lunch. Turkey burgers. And this don't have a lot of fat, so I definitely got to hit it with the oil. Okay. So we'll open this up, and we cooking with meat. So I'm gonna bring out the gloves so that we're food safe. We're being food safe, so we're gonna bring out the gloves. Let's check these green beans, man, because these things will burn. We got some beautiful green beans right here. Y'all hear these things talking? Y'all hear them talking? Beautiful, beautiful. No, we can't sit that there. All right. Let's put our gloves on. We stay food safe. We don't want to cross-contaminate anything. Okay. Now let's hit our oil. Avocado oil, so we got a high smoke point. But those burgers are definitely gonna be running hot. I'm gonna get 3 on here. Yeah. So we cooking on a rocket stove. We are cooking on our tent stove. The tent stove I just got. The rocket stove I've been had. Okay. And we still got flame coming from under there. Now, how I like to do it, I'll take these off, and then we can go back to our green beans. So we're not cross-contaminating, right? Let's check on these green beans, see if we need to add any more wood to that flame. We definitely got a nice bed of coals, and I don't want to burn these. So we're at a good temperature. We're really good for these green beans right now. Super good on these green beans. I like the airflow we got. We running with no damper right now because that damper is not tight. So I had to leave it off. And they're frozen. The turkey burgers they're cooked from frozen. So we'll let them do what they do. I'm going to season the top right now. I like to season the top of them right here. And as they start to defrost, let those that seasoning kind of seep in there and marinate a little bit. We're not going too crazy with the seasoning, just a little salt and pepper. We're not going too crazy. Some of those other seasonings, they make your burgers stick to the pan. All right, we're cooking everything nice and easy, not going too crazy. I mean, that thing is operating like a rocket stove. I can't even lie, because I'll show you a little closer. Let's get a little closer right here. It's starting to look like rocket stove, right? That thing looking like how it's supposed to. Look at that right there. What's cooking? All right, Grand Rising. How y'all doing? Peace, peace, peace. Look at that. That thing is roaring. Sheesh. All right, and then we got a nice bed of coals right there. Y'all see that? Nice bed of coals for our green beans. We doing good. We got our turkey burgers going. We got our green beans cooking. Nice bed of coals, and we'll be looking like in there. All right, let's see. We'll be looking like it here. Let's open this up real quick. Nice, beautiful. That's nice and hot. Crazy. We're doing amazing. We're doing good. We're doing good. They both cooking. They both get the job done. They both get the job done. We can't act like they don't. Okay. Like I said, I'm cooking from frozen, so I'll wait to see. We get a little bit of moisture on top. We get a little bit of blood or such coming on top. Then it's time to flip it. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time right there. These are doing real good. These are almost done. I don't like to cook the green beans too much. Can't go too crazy on the green beans. All right, I'm gonna let these cook. I'll be right back. Okay. So I just went and got a couple different cheeses. I wanted to try a couple different cheeses, man. I want to see what kind of cheese y'all run on your burgers, man. Anybody? Let's see. Put a little water in the green bean skillet. We get a little closer now, right? Let's see how we looking. A little water. No, I don't do water in the green bean skillet, man. I do oil, a little bit of oil. I'm cool on the water, man. Just my preference. All right, these are done. These are good. These are done. Beautiful. We got a little bit of browning on there, a little salt and pepper. That's all we need. All right, we don't need to go too crazy on the green beans. All right, so let's take these off. Burgers, it's time for the burgers to flip. So as soon as I'm done with these right here, burgers are getting flipped. Let's see, this ain't too hot to touch. We pour that right in there. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Clean pan, clean pan. You know, the beauty of stainless steel or cast iron. Let's flip these burgers. Beautiful. Amazing. Nice. And that's how it's supposed to look. All right. So we got some real good green beans right here, lightly browned, just how I like them. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. And we still got the burgers. Might go find something else to cook. Step back a little bit. Give y'all the full view. All right. So we got a nice bed of coals in there. You see no smoke coming from the top now. Hardly, a little bit. But we're running a lot cleaner now. Both of them. So right now, I'm trying to decide what kind of cheese I want to run. So we got extra sharp cheddar cheese. What else? We got some smoke. We got some smoked cheddar. Okay. What we're gonna do? The extra sharp smoked cheddar, or what we got? No, we're not running Parmesan. Not today. So which one? Which one would y'all rather run on y'all burger? The extra sharp. Oh, hold up. Y'all rather run the extra sharp or the smoked cheddar? Which one? Which one would y'all put on y'all burger? Okay. We're trying to see. We got the burgers going. Extra sharp or smoked cheddar? This doing good. Where's my let's look at this flame here. Let's pick this pan up. We got a nice bed of coals right there. It's not even fully flaming no more, but we got a nice bed of coals and it's cooking nice and evenly. So that we're golden right now. We're good. We're good. And really, I need to take this pan off because we're not even cooking anything else on here. This thing is hot though. If I had something else to cook, I would. If I need, matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it on there. I'm gonna toast my bread on here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna toast my bread on there. We got some hamburger rolls right here. When that's about almost done, I'm gonna shred my cheese right on there, just like that. All right, we're gonna toast our bun. See how well we get a good toast on here with the stainless steel. I actually prefer toasting on the cast iron, but let's see. We're getting a little toast there. We're getting a little toast there. We're doing all right. Just gotta make sure we get good surface right there. Good contact, full contact right there. Keep an eye on that. So we toasting. We definitely toasting. We're getting a nice little toast right there. Look at that. We're getting a nice little toast. Just gonna rotate that. All right. All right, let's do. Let's see what we're talking about. Anybody say any comments on the cheese? All right. Let's see. Well, if you like yours crunchy, put a little lemon on the burger. It's the bomb. I don't have any lemon right now. I would. All right. Don't do extra sharp. All right. Cheese or burger don't eat. Okay. Extra sharp. All right. So let's do the extra sharp. Let's do it. All right. These burgers are done. Let's hit it with the extra sharp right here. Let's get it. I didn't bring the lid out. I usually would bring the lid and then melt it real nice on with the lid right there. The lid will make it trap that heat in. Get a nice little melt real fast. Like a minute, less than a minute. But I'm just gonna let it melt how it melts. Pat that there so we get some good contact with the burger, so it gets a nice little melt there. And it's just really, really kind of cooking ideal. It's not running so hot that it's burning the burger while we're trying to melt our cheese. So right now it's cooking perfect. I wouldn't even try to add any more wood. We got a nice bed of coals, and we're good. We're golden right now for these burgers. Okay. Cheese starting to melt. Let's check on this bread before we burn our bread, right? Nice toast there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the toast on those buns right there. Nice. I like it. I like it. That's how I like it. I'm gonna flip this one back over. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That look mad good. Yeah. Yeah, we got burgers. Just made some green beans. We making a meal right here. That's a meal. Count it. All right. And we cooking in the rain, man. We got light rain out here. We got light rain. But we just was testing out this tent stove right here, man. Just testing out this tent stove, and that thing performed amazing. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, these things are nice. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we got the bottoms of our buns. I'm getting my spatula here and pop these burgers off. Okay. I don't need mine toasted too crazy. I mean, the cheese melted too much. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. And we got a meal. We got a meal, folks. We got a meal. It's melted. It's not all, it's partially melted. This is beautiful. That's all I need right there. That's a good lunch right there. Me and the wife. Me and the wife. Beautiful. These things operate amazing. The rocket stove, it's not my preference. I'd rather go with that tent stove, but they both cooked. They both did their thing. They both did what they supposed to do. These things understood the assignment, right? I'm about to bring this aside to the wife and put some more burgers on. That's what I'm about to do. Let's see if we can get this other burger off right here. Put this on the plate. Turn this over to the wife. Okay. All right. We still got a little cheese on there. Scrape that cheese out the way. We're gonna throw some more burgers on there. We're gonna throw some more burgers on there. And we're gonna turn that flame up. Wife, can you take this plate right here? Let's get ready to throw some more burgers on there. All right, thank you. All right. Let's see how hot we running on here. We're not running too hot on that. So look, we're gonna actually, I'm thinking about throwing some burgers on this one and comparing. But we're gonna fill both with some more wood. Let's get it. Let's put more wood in both. Let's feed them again. Time to feed them. All right. Let's take these pans off. We're gonna feed them. Let's feed both of them. All right. We're gonna see how we looking in both too. All right, we still got a nice bed of coals down there. Nice bed. Okay. We looking here. Y'all see that? We still got a nice bed of coals in that tent stove. Nice bed of coals in there. Let's open this up right here. Oh. Nice bed of coals in that tent stove still. Still. And then we got this rocket stove right here. A little bit of coals. We still got coals in there, but let's stick some more wood in there before we burn out. Let's put some more burgers on, because I got 3 kids in the house, so it's not just the wife and myself. I got 3 kids, so we gotta feed them all. Everybody gotta eat. I don't know. We might not have enough coals down there for this one to relight. We might not. This one's gonna go. I already know. This one's gonna go. Yeah, this one's gonna turn up. I already know. Oh, it's lit already. It's lit already. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to relight this one. Yeah, it's not looking like it. Let's look like this. The rocket stove's gonna go out. It's all good. I only need the 1 pan anyways. Yeah, the rocket stove's gonna go out. It's not enough. Let's put, and it's starting to pour, man. It's really starting to pour. So I'm gonna go take some of this wood, put it up so it doesn't get too wet. Because I gotta, tomorrow I'm coming outside. I'm gonna film my tent stove, and putting the stove inside the tent. So I ordered a tent jack from Amazon, and it's supposed to get here between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to film tomorrow. I don't want my wood being too wet for tomorrow. So it is what it is. But we still gonna finish cooking. We're gonna finish cooking our burgers, because it's not enough burgers for the whole family. My son, he's gonna eat like 1.5 burgers. My daughter, she'll eat 1. My other daughter, she's a baby. So I got a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old. Then I got the wife. Then I got myself. So yeah, now it's pouring now. But it is what it is. We're gonna see how well does this thing operate in the rain. So that's what we're gonna see now. I don't know if y'all can see that it's raining. Might not be able to tell. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Now we only focusing on this one right now, the tent stove. That's when we cook. And it's raining, so I just had to drain off the water. So let's see. Let's see how hot this gets. That it keeps water off of there and evaporates that water, because it's now starting to pour. It's now starting to pour. So make sure anything that can be affected by the water is protected. I gotta go bring some of this stuff in the house. That's how you know it's raining. My paper towels are all wet. You see? Paper towels are all wet. So we cooking in the rain right now. And we're gonna see how well this gets it in the rain. You know, real life scenarios. You know? If we were stuck in the woods, we would have to cook. You can't not eat just because it's raining, right? So we're not gonna stop the show just because it's raining. We're not doing that. You getting pickles, baby? Okay. Yeah, you putting some pickles on your burger? Okay. That's my babies right there. All right. So this pan is starting to steam, but it's still collecting water. So that's that's a problem right there. We're gonna check on this fire. If that fire is raging, and I'll cook open flame. I'll take this top off and just cook open flame and see if we can get more heat. Hopefully that rain starts to slow down. Let's see how we looking in there. Some of this wood that I stuck in this rocket stove, might take it out of there and stick it in this tent stove right here. So I got a good mind to do right here. And let this rocket stove like fully cool off before I put it away. We just cooked some decent burgers. Like I said, I got a good mind to take this off here. Let's see what we do cooking with this off now. Let's try it. Open flame now. Let's do open flame and see how much of a difference that makes. Can we stick this on? Oh shit. It's all good. Keep that out the way. But we're doing open flame now. Let's pour that water off. And we're doing open flame. Can y'all see that coming from the top? Y'all see that flame in there? In that box? We're doing open flame now. And because I don't have a lid, we're getting rain in there. But if it gets hot enough, it should evaporate a lot of that rain as soon as it kind of hits the pan. But we're doing open flame. That fire is kicking up now. Can you see it through that glass? That flame's starting to kick up now. Y'all see that? Y'all see it? Yeah, that flame kicking up now. You see it in there. Yeah. And right now, the pan is getting hot. I'm just looking to see. I can see the sizzling on there. I'm just looking to see if we're evaporating most of that moisture right there. When as soon as that rain hits the pan, it's evaporating in the middle. So I can kind of run, like if I want to run one burger, it's going to run ideally in that middle right now. And I'm just trying to pay attention to see if we can get more evaporation coming from the middle more to the outside to see if we can run like 3 burgers on there. But we're still letting that pan heat up. It's still starting to uptick. Oh yeah. All right. We're getting more evaporation further from the center. That flame is kicking up now. I think I want to add some more water. I mean some more wood. The wood's getting all wet though. That's problematic. It's not wet on the inside, but it's getting wet. Let's see if we can add some of these less wet pieces in there. Keep that fire really doing what it's supposed to do. And I can hear the draft in there. That rocket stove, I could never hear the draft. Just keep feeding this thing. The stove likes to eat, but this stove also performs. I can't act like this stove don't perform, man. It's for $100 and what, $30 stove. I have zero complaints about this. Zero. I can't. After what it just did, it just outperformed my rocket stove right here. Just drain off some of that water from the outside. Now, as soon as that fire kind of kicks up and I can see it from the top, I'm gonna throw my burgers on. Yeah, we starting to kick up. Let's see if I can keep most of this wood kind of dry. I kind of tipped my container right here, but it's just surface water. It's just, it got a little bit of wet on the outside, which that'll dry off in there. You know, a little bit of smoke from the water evaporating off the wood. But you see that fire is still going. That fire is still raging. And I just stuck a lot of wood in there, so it's gonna take a minute. Let's give it a minute. I'm not too worried about it. Let's give it a minute. So we cooked our burgers with the stainless steel. We cooked our green beans with the stainless steel. We cooked our burgers with the cast iron. Now we're gonna cook some burgers with the stainless steel and see how well that performs versus the cast iron. All right, let's check it out. Oh, our flame is starting to kick right here. Oh man, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's go time. All right, turn my gloves back. Y'all see that flame right there? It's go time, and it's fully loaded right now. Damn, I could hear the draft on that thing. The draft on that is like a rocket stove. It started shooting out the front. That's what it was doing last time. It started shooting out the front of there. All right, let's do it. All right, so I like to run a little bit of oil in the pan. Because they're turkey burgers. So there's not a lot of fat on these. That's the only reason I put oil on these burgers. On a pan here for them. Y'all seen that flame? You see them flames shooting up? Look at that. Y'all see that? Make sure y'all can see that. Beautiful. So we cooking open flame right now. Open flame on this one. And we're gonna throw a 3-piece on here. Okay. Beautiful. Just like that. I'm gonna save these. We got 2 more. I'm gonna save them for a different day. When I'm feeling hungry. Had a wife cook me up 2 burgers. You know? Remove the gloves. Being food safe. If you know, you know. Look at that flame though. Oh man, yeah. No, we're doing good. We're cooking. All right. So a season. We're not going crazy. Just a little salt and pepper. And these burgers are being cooked from frozen. Hit it with the salt. Oh man. I think the rain got to my salt, man. Oh man. It's coming out. Not how it's supposed to, but it's coming out. Rain got to my salt a little bit. But we cooking in the rain. It's, it's part of the territory. It is what it is. Y'all hear that sizzle? And you see how loose that is? When you cooking, stainless steel, cast iron, you make sure your cast iron is well seasoned. You make sure your stainless steel, you wait till it's nice and hot before you start cooking. You know, you get non-stick surface. I don't use non-stick pans for anything. Eggs, it don't matter. I don't use non-stick pans ever for anything, no matter what I'm cooking. So we start to understand, for the people that don't, I'm sure most of y'all understand, you know, but for the ones that don't and you like to cook with non-stick pans, you create the right environment, the right surface, all your pans become non-stick. You know, all you need is the natural metals. You get a good non-stick, or you get a good stainless steel pan, and this is not even the one that's double layered. It's not even a double layer stainless steel pan. This is just one I have for outside cooking. The ones that I have, in the house, they're double layered, so they retains more heat. All my cast iron pans, super solid, all non-stick. I don't get sticking. Look at that flame. Look at that flame. Beautiful. We are cooking. We're doing amazing. We're doing good. Uh-huh. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we get a little closer on this. We're cooking. We're still cooking. Just turkey burgers, man. Just turkey burgers. Something light. It's getting close. Not ready to turn yet, but it's getting close. Still got beautiful flame in there. We might be able to just feed it from the top. Remove that. Throw some fresh wood right in there. Right in there. Keep that heat going. That pan to stay nice and hot. That flame about to kick up on us. Uh-huh. And we started today. We started our fire with the plasma lighter too. Off the plasma lighter. We're doing good. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Just let you see that smokestack with the flame. It's good to see both. See how we looking on the other side. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nice. 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 And that's how it's supposed to go. That is how it's supposed to go. Okay. Burgers are doing good. Look, that fire is raging. Look at that. Look at that flame. Amazon box. Now let's look. Do we see any smoke coming from that door? If so, how much? I don't know that we see smoke coming from the door really. We got some smoke coming from, let's see, where's it look like it's coming from? Let me see if we close this airflow, do we still get smoke coming from the front of here? I don't know. And this thing won't close all the way. Very little smoke. I wouldn't feel comfortable operating this in a closed tent. Outside the tent, I feel good. Inside the tent, I'm not sure. I'm going to try it tomorrow uh, with the tent door open, well ventilated tent, but we getting good cooking burgers though. We know that. We cooking food. We know that. Uh-huh. Beautiful. That's it. Really good cooked burgers. Getting ready to get our cheese soon. All right. Where my cheese at? Hit it. Got the grater, the cheddar cheese. And while those are cooking, let's hit it with the cheddar while those are cooking so that cheddar can melt. All right. Let's do it. While those burgers finish cooking, let's grate this cheddar on there. Extra sharp cheddar. That's what I like. Let's get that cheese on there. I'm gonna make sure I push it down a little bit, make sure that cheese gets good contact with the burger so it can have a better chance of melting by the time that burger's done. If you let it kind of pile on there and not get good surface, it'll just sit there. It's not gonna make the cheese any less good on top of the burger, but I want to see some melting on there. It's just how I like to do it. Good burgers. That's what I'm talking about. What y'all eating tonight, man? What are y'all having to eat? You know, what kind of dishes are we eating? What are y'all making? Look at that firebox, man. Would y'all buy that firebox right there? That tent stove? 130 bucks. It comes with the flue. Comes with everything right there. Look at that. Burning hot. Burning hot. Look at that. Look at that bed of coals right there. Would y'all buy that stove? 130 bucks on Amazon. And I'm missing one of the flue pipes. I'm missing the damper piece because I got to tighten up that damper. But yeah, this thing runs smooth. That cheese is melting. That cheese is doing its thing. That burger's about done. Gotta get another plate. We almost out of here. That's the last bit of burgers, last batch of burgers, and we out of here. Like and subscribe. We got more content coming. Y'all see all that wood behind there? Still got a hot bed of coals. You know, that's it. That's it. That's how we do it. All right, we about done. Burgers are done. Time to come off. Cheese is melting. Burgers are done. Beautiful. Look at that. And we out of here. We're gonna let this naturally cool down, but whew, look at that. Damn. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that drab. Beautiful. And we out of here. Backyard Lumberjack. Hit that subscribe button.